Welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about more followers and strategies to get more followers, and we're starting off with the reason why I want to have more followers. Now it kind of speaks for itself, but having a lot of followers helps to create authority, especially when you're advertising as well. Some people will go to your page to see if you're legit, if you're a legit brand, if you are trustworthy, and having a lot of followers just helps with creating that authority. Now, the second thing is that we can do brand deals as well. If you have a really big following, of course, you don't want to promote your competitors, but if there are other businesses or brands that are related to your niche or to your following, then you can do brand deals as well and get some money out of that as well. The third thing is to boost your pin engagement. We already talked about this in this organic growth course a couple times, but when a pin is launched in the beginning, Pinterest is going to see how the engagement is on those pins, and if they're good, then they're going to show that pin to more people. Now, if we have a big following, that means we can show up in a couple different places in their feed. We talked about early on in the course about the different tabs, like the home feed, the following tab. But if someone has a lot of followers, it's not a guarantee that you'll show up in that following tab. So that's why you need to make sure that the pin is good and the engagement on that pin is good to show up in that tab. And if you have a lot of followers, of course, then you show up in more tabs, but also on the home feed, 1/3 of the pins that you see there is actually from people that you follow, if you follow a lot of accounts, of course. And to make sure we show up there, we need to have good pins, and if that's all good, then we show up in those tabs. It automatically helps to boost our pin engagement simply because we have more followers and more people like that pin. And finally, of course, when more people get to see that pin, you'll get more traffic and eventually get more sales. Now, there are a couple different strategies to grow your following. The first one is to follow relevant accounts, like your competitors or other accounts that are relevant to your business. And this doesn't directly help to grow your following, but it does help to see what those brands or those websites are doing to grow their following, and then you can copy and improve that. You can keep up with the latest trends, and indirectly that will help you get more followers, of course. The second method is to mass follow people. Now, if you've grown an Instagram page in the past, this was a popular method where we just go to someone else's page, Instagram page that is similar to yours, and just follow a lot of people in the hope that people start following you back. And often, always a part of that people that you follow, they will follow you back, and then you can delete those followers or the people that you're following later. Now with Instagram, it's really hard to do this still, but with Pinterest, it's a little bit easier. Now, you can't go and just go ahead and follow thousands of people at once. You do have to be careful because you don't want Pinterest to punish you for doing this, but you can still use this method. Then the third method is to engage with the people that pin your pins, the people that like your pins, the people that comment your pins, and follow them as well in the hope that they'll start following you back. And if they're already engaged with your pins, it's a lot more likely. The fourth method we talked about in the last video, group boards. In this video, I'm going to show a couple more tips on this as well. And finally, of course, use your other social media channels that you already have followers on to send them to your Pinterest account and get more followers there. And you can do this by giveaway, for example. Now let me show you the couple different strategies. We go to our home feed, we go search for massage, and I already opened it. But let's say this page is good and it's similar to ours. Now, in this case it isn't, but let's just say it is. Then what we want to do is go to their followers and just go ahead and follow these people. Like I said, you can't do too much at once because Pinterest will probably punish you for doing this. But let's say you can do it up to 5 times a day with a maximum of 50 at a time. then you'll still get away with it without being punished. So don't do too much and don't do it too often. And the second method is actually to, let's say this is our pin. Then what we can do is go to the likes here and the comments and actually start following these people. You can also reply to them, but at least follow these people in the hope that they will start following you back. Now, I also talked about group boards, and a great website to find more group boards is pingroupie.com. And it's very simple. You just type in something that is related to your brand. You can click here and then visit on Pinterest, and then you can join the boards here by sending a message to the people that own the board, for example. So that's a great way to find more group boards. And the final thing that I want to share is you can start your own group board as well. So if you start pinning and you get more traction on your account, you get more engagement, more followers, and one of your boards starts getting a lot of followers, then you can start your own group board as well. And that way you not only get more engagement on that board, more followers on that board, and more followers to your account, but also the people that want to join that board often need to follow the owner of the board. So there you get a couple more followers as well.